Okay, so as I was doing my research before we talked today, I was going through your resume, and it's crazy. You have done like every genre possible.
It's true.
What brought you to SpongeBob?
Probably, my history in the that I have in movies for kids. That I started with Robert Rodriguez many years ago with the Spy Kids, and then followed by Shrek, and then by Puss in Boots by himself, and the possibility that I was hoping to continue in the world, and probably the producers and directors of the movie, they thought, well, this guy has done this before, probably we can count on him, he can become bigger than life, he's not afraid of that, and his type of movies require that from an actor. Don't be afraid of just being judged as an actor only in the world, because as you said at the beginning of your question, I have done practically every genre known in the world of cinema, so I suppose that's why they call me. And this is a question that I make to myself, and it's a question that I make to the director. Why did you call me? Mm-hmm. And so the answers were because we know that you can relate to kids, and they already recognize you as a voice and as an accent even, that can actually be appealing for the character that we try to present.
Yeah, and I think most audiences too can tell when you're watching somebody or even listening to somebody like doing voiceover or something, if they're like really enjoying themselves. With you, even with Shrek, you just get the sense, in watching this movie too, that you were just having a blast.
It was fun. I like it because, there are no restrictions, or there are less restrictions than in adult movies, in movies like that. You can go to many different places. As an actor, you can become almost expressionist. You don't have to do realism all the time. You can play in another styles, if you will. I mean, in fact, the whole entire product, SpongeBob, is surreal. And if he has to be judged, and from an artistic point of view, for Christ's sake, I mean, the start of the movie is a sponge. I mean, from that moment on, everything is possible. And kids admits that game without a problem. In the world of fantasy, they don't question so much as we do as adults, Well, when you go into a movie like that, as an actor, as an artist, director, you just let yourself go. Of course, there are parameters, and one of the parameters, of course, it has to do with the educational side of the movie, how you communicate, what are the ideas that you're trying to communicate, and especially, what are the values? That's important, and I think the movie has those values, there's teamwork and friendship, loyalty, all of those things are incorporated actually in what it pretends to be an entertainment.
Right. Now, this is your first time playing a pirate, and you're a way better pirate than Johnny Depp. I don't care what anybody says. I've seen...
I love you, man.
just a much better pirate. It's a better fit. How does one prepare to play a pirate?
But pirates are, I think we all had our own pirate in our mind. Why? Because pirates are a very romantic character in the history of literature first, and then in cinema too. Why? Because they break all the rules of their time, and they dream about freedom. And the image of the pirate is associated with the ocean, where there is no paths. You can go anywhere, where the wind is going to take me. So those things are playing in our mind all the time. And so, yeah, there was when they first they called me and they said, so what is the character I have to play? I said, a pirate. I said, yes, I wanted to play a pirate so bad in my life. Of course, then he's a villain, and he's a narrator, and he's the cook, and there's many things in the movie, But the main thing that he portrayed is this kind of, actually romantic figure, very lonely in the movie. He doesn't have anybody that he's related to. He's alone with his boat and his dreams. And his dreams are a little evilish sometimes, but that actually is part of the world of piracy.
Yeah, absolutely. So I wanted to also ask you real quick. You just finished Terrence Malick's movie, right? Night of Cups?
Yes.
What was that like?
It was crazy.
I bet.
It's one of the weirdest experiences in my life. I mean, really, it was one day shooting. They gave me a monologue of 9 pages to tell you the truth, and knowing, that probably half of Hollywood has worked in the movie. I didn't know if I'm going to make it to the screen or not. Freedom, talking about pirates, Terrence Malick may be one of those.
Sure, yeah, I believe it.
But, it was a lot of improvisation, a lot of creativity, and a fantastic game. And I have no idea what is going to be the result of one day shooting with him. And they made me do the monologue in different spaces. They send something that they call torpedoes. People that they send another actors that interact with you improvising, and you have to react to anything that they say. I ended up in a pool that was not even in the script, written with 3 women and with my tuxedo. I don't know anything. It's a mystery.
Terrence Malick.
Terrence Malick.
Antonio, thank you so much, sir. I appreciate it.
Welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey, you guys, huh?
Hey, you guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yes.
Nice.
Hey,